Good Tuesday evening to everyone. And before you ask, yes, we are starting a little bit early because I wanted to give some time tonight to talk about the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention 3. That's right. For the third year running, we are celebrating the ascension of this channel to the lofty ranks of over 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. It's actually more the inception of the channel, really, when it comes down to it, because I started streaming on Facebook in the middle of the day around March 18th or 19th of 2020. So it's really the fourth anniversary of the show. But it's the third year running for the convention, because back when I was just on Facebook in the middle of the day, I had literally ones of viewers. So now that I have a couple more of you folks watching, and things have kind of settled in, I have been cajoled and so on and etc. into having a virtual convention. Now, first things first, let me copy the link here. This is here, and you can find this in the description also. Hopefully that's the right link. Let me, you know what? Let me check that before I send it to you guys. Let me just check that real quick. Okay, yes. So if you go over to Warhorn, get yourself a Warhorn sign up and go check that out. Orbital Air says you are logged and signed in, awaiting clearance. Okay, that's going to come. I can't do the authorizations while I'm live streaming, but basically what this is, guys, is this is a virtual convention, tabletop RPG convention from the convenience of your couch, your computer chair, your mobile device, over your face, whatever it is, your Google Glass, your Apple mind control device. It is all held on Discord. Discord, if you don't know what Discord is a social interaction platform. It is fairly elegant once you figure out the ins and outs of it. There's a separate Discord. It'll be linked to in due time, where you will sign in, and you will go to the appropriate game room to run your game or to play in your game. CJD Young the Third, hello, good to see you. So essentially, what you can do is you can sit down and you can play tabletop RPGs with people from all over the world. You're not supposed to talk about the Simulacrums. I cut a deal with Harvey Mudd to get him off that planet. Harry Mudd, excuse me. And in turn, I got access to some certain technologies. Anyway, but all kidding aside, so what you do is you hop on Discord. If you don't have a Discord account, all that information is going to be on the Warhorn site, but you can set up to be a game master. If you want to be a game master, now I have to, you know what? I'm, of course, Bill Sylvie, the Dungeon Delver. But if you want to be a game master, you need to contact me. Not here, not in the chat comments. Please don't comment. Don't contact me in the chat comment and say, well, I told you, because I'll forget. Don't comment under a video. I wouldn't even recommend doing it on a YouTube community page. Email me, or if you're on the Discord, tag me on the Discord and say, I want to run a game, because I have to physically flip a switch that makes you a game master. So I gotta I got to adjust that. Now, basically, I'll have like 9 or 10 game rooms set up in Discord. And I mean, we can potentially have like 100 people running games on any given day, as long as they're in different time slots, right? If I need to grow. But there's no limit. There's absolutely no limit. It's very, very easy to find. I'm going to put that link up again, and then I'm going to stick it on the screen for the rest of the Q&A. And again, guys, this is free. James wants to know if this stream is brought to you by anybody in particular who might make the games that they want to play. Why, yes, I thank you for asking that, James, because this live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games, and they do make the kind of adventures they'd like to play, regardless if it's for Castles and Crusades, for 5th edition, or for the OSR. Old School is in play at the table, and you can find them at DriveThruRPG or on their website, hellebardegames.com, linked down below. But anyway, so we've got we've got a lot of goodness coming up, guys, with the GUAC. And yes, it's a bit of a meme. The Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. It's great because it's mine. It's underground because, let's face it, not too many people know about this. It's online. That should be obvious. And gaming convention. Well, if you can't sort that out. And you put them all together, and what does it spell? GUAC. We even have a lovely logo. Morkborg Hype? I don't know. But thank you for the super just the same. So there's already people who want to run things. Last year, I mean, GUAC 2 was, I think, a ripping success. We had tournaments. We had an old school AD&D style tournament with cash prizes. We had, I don't know that we'll have that this year. Merch. We'll have merch this year. Our not the logo, but a merch design we got this year was done by none other than the great Skylar Hernstrom. Skylar Hernstrom. He's been on the show once before. He is a pulp fantasy author and an all-around square guy. And I mean that to say he's a good guy, not he's a, he's a square man. And if you check out the Warhorn page, you can see the you can see the logo that he's done. But Dungeon Minister, I'm sure, is going to have one or two very cool looking designs up, and you can get all the previous year's stuff on merch too. So I'm excited about that. And it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm hyped. I hope you guys are hyped. I hope lots and lots and lots of people will attend this convention. It is in April. It is the 24th through the 28th. That's right. We start on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I am excited about this. I hope you are too. And I will now answer any questions that you guys might have about the GUAC, about how to register for the GUAC, anything that any questions that spring to your mind in the next 5 minutes or so before we start our first edition AD&D game. Let me know, and I will do my darndest to answer those questions for you. But these are all on, let's mark that as red. These are all virtual games. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to you don't have to get a hotel room, worry about gas, worry about airfare, worry about train fare, bus fare, boat fare, walk there, hitchhike. Orbital Air, the sessions, they can go potentially as long as you want. 4 hours is generally what I have allocated for game blocks. But if your session goes a little bit long, or if you think it's going to go a little bit long, let me know, and I will make appropriate arrangements. You may do something that only runs an hour. So I'm probably going to do a demo / participation demo of TSR's dungeon board game. At least that. But it all depends on signups for me, of course. I'd like to do I would like to do a demo of Space Hulk. I'd like to do a demo of the Hero Quest, the new Hero Quest. I say new, it's 5 years old at this point. Don't worry, the Discord link is coming. The Discord link is coming. James, exotic dancers are entirely up to you. Michael Dale asks, can I see who's DMing what when choosing a group? Yes. As the game grid fills, whoever is going to be running an event, their name will be in there. When we set it up, when we put everything in, you will be able to see who's running what. Kabuki Kid for you? Absolutely. But to get back to what I was saying about Discord, if you don't know what Discord is, again, it's a social sort of meeting place. It has amazing audio and video capabilities. We have an embedded built-in dice roller in the Discord channel that you can use, and it will take what if you need a D3, you can do /R1D3 and it'll roll a generate a random number between 1 and 3 for you. So every room has dice provided. Game masters and players both, please be aware, you do not have to use video if you don't want to. If you're not comfortable with it, I will not require a video link. Now, some people have asked me about, and they've asked me in the past about, hey, what if I want to do my game like on my own server or on Zoom or not be associated with you at all? Can I still organize stuff on Warhorn? I would ask that you not. If you think of it like this, like I'm doing this at a convention center, and you're saying, hey, I have a comic book store that's like 2 blocks away. Can I just say I'm part of your convention you're doing? Please don't. The Discord server is there. It's for everybody to use. Anyone can just sign in and play or whatnot. Now to the topic of cancellations, if you have to cancel your game, if you think that you're not going to be able to make, kind of keep an eye on that and let me know as soon as you know. Like if it's a week out, 2 weeks out, please do it as soon as you know. Don't wait until the day of. So, can you run a pickup game in my driveway? Only if you come and cut some trees down on my property, Dave. Bring your chainsaw. Vaughn, the dice roller is in the Discord server for the GUAC. But anyway, cut with abandon. Yeah, absolutely. I was going to land on your neighbor's house. Pfft, that's a them problem. James, I would like to not see a bunch of 5e games being run. Like there's old school, or there's new school, and there's new school, right? I think there's plenty of breathing room for 5th edition. I mean, 5e has every space in the world. All right. It's run by a corporate giant. With that said, I want anybody who wants to game to come and play. Find an AD&D game, find an OD&D game, find a Call of Cthulhu game, find, Twilight 2000 game. I'm going to bop you, Timothy. I'm going to drive over to Texas tonight and bop you one. Oh, wait, they have Castle Doctrine. Maybe I won't. Have my camera angle changed? I pulled the lens back. I noticed that I was a little bit more zoomed in than I like, Vaughn. I must have bumped the lens or something. So things are a little bit more spacious. It's no longer SPAC, but you can actually see Space Hulk. Well, you can see it insofar as the bit of the polarizing lens which stops your eyes from being blown away by my live sign, and the little bit of reflection off of Darth's face here will let you. Nobody running EPT. Yeah. So somebody's going to be all sessions Friday, or all sessions Wednesday, all sessions Thursday, all sessions Friday, running the game on Saturday. But anyway, so I'm hyped about it, and I hope you guys are hyped about it. And I have gone over the 15 minutes that I was going to give to hype about it. But last thing I'm going to say before I bring in our AD&D players here, and thank you again for the super, Ricky. I really, really appreciate that, brother. Before I get into that, I will say I am probably going to do a short video just hyping the GUAC. Okay. It's basically going to be clickbaity, come and, play in my online convention, sort of thing. Collecting Chaos says, you'll err on the side of caution and cancel your game now. I know you haven't scheduled it, but why wait to the last? Indeed, that's that go-getter, give up before you get started attitude that I like. Okay. So, putting my headphones on, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are here for first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, let us now welcome our group of players. Everybody say hello to Doom Sword Deathmaster, or Doom Word Deathmaster, Ezra Dorn.
What's up?
He's here. He's Mark. Get used to it. Everybody raise your hands for Mark playing Grimsby the Hoffling. Mark. You left. He's back. And if it weren't for Sir Standard, we have no standards at all. Everybody say hello to Thane Kyle.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
And a guy who just keeps coming back over and over and over like he's stuck on a loop. Everybody say hello to Mobius as Duran.
Hello.
So we are, let's see. We are waiting on Kevin, who
we're down, Kevin.
No Kevin today.
Okay. All right. Well, we will hope that he'll be back. He is standing in the back, cowering anyway right now. So, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had entered a room in the ruined temple above the slave pits of the Undercity, next to the wretched hive of scum and villainy that is the fallen city of Freeport along the coastline of the Pomarge. So let us return now to that room. Vrug Dorn was paralyzed by the touch of the ghouls. Your new fighter buddy, John, was also paralyzed by the touch of the ghouls. That leaves Mobius, Sir Standard, and Grimsby to act. So let us begin. Gentlemen, what are your actions, those of you who can act?
I will be utilizing my spear to greatest effectiveness.
All right, let's hope that's the case. Mark, how about Grimsby?
Any chance of getting a clear shot with his sling without hitting anybody? Any of our friends?
It is you know what? Let me see if I can bring this up here. That's not a great angle, but that kind of shows the room. Oh,
that's not easy. Grimsby will get in behind Sir Standard and try to poke something with one of his daggers.
If it makes you feel any better, half of them are paralyzed. So,
yeah. If you hit them, they're not going to complain about it.
Right now,
they won't have something to say about it later when they become unparalyzed. But all right, so Grimsby, you're going to try and sneak in there and stabulate with a dagger.
Yes.
Okay. And Mobius, how about Duran?
You sure I'm not? Aren't I paralyzed too? I thought I was the first one down.
I thought it was just John and Vrug, but if it is you too, if you're fessing up and saying you're paralyzed, then okay, you're paralyzed.
I remember throwing Vrug back because then John came in when I threw Vrug back.
Yeah, I was the first one down.
Oh yeah.
I watched last episode and I think he's right. It's
okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he ran in there to be the hero, and then and they got him.
That's what.
Good job, though, being the hero.
That's not specifically how it happened, but thanks to the recap.
Hey, hero is a good thing.
So we have Vrug, John, and Duran paralyzed by the ghouls. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ghouls who are up in the room. Actually, I believe a couple of them were burned alive for their trouble.
Most of them should be dead. We were down to like we were down to like 3.
I think it was even less than that. So the reason I remember is because I had backed up a little bit. I withdrew out of the front rank, and I was going to drink my potion of superheroism if things got out of control. And then I just put it back because there was no way I was wasting it on 2 guys. You know?
And then things got out of control.
And then things got out of control. Now, there are a couple of ghasts that have retreated back into the ceiling.
There's only one of them, I believe, left.
So
one ghast and one of the other ones went up.
Let's go ahead and do an initiative roll. Since Sir Standard is not paralyzed, Sir Standard can roll with D6, and we'll find out what these remaining ghouls and ghasts will do.
Sure. Let's see. 2.
And I am getting a 5. Gropey.
Ew.
Yeah.
You can't say that on TV nowadays.
All right, so claw from one ghoul.
That's okay. They can't paralyze me. I have an AC of -2.
A 17 with these guys will actually get you, but it's only a point of damage.
Okay.
A bite from first ghoul is going to miss. A claw from second ghoul. And another 17.
Man, they can hit a -2 on a 17. That's impressive.
Yeah, I do believe so, because these are 2. I'm sorry, you said you're a -2 or a -1?
I'm -2.
You're -2. Okay, all right. Scratch that. I was my eyes were over one line on their hit dice. So yeah, they come close.
Okay.
They come close, but you're fine. You're fine. And folks, I do want to remind you, if you're out there and you're watching for the first time and you've never tuned into one of our first edition AD&D games, this is participatory. If you have questions, if you've never played first edition, or it's been a long time since you played first edition, or if you're just curious about the way that I DM, please, by all means, pop a question over in the chat, and I will be more than happy to answer it if I can catch it. If not, guess what? We have a big audience full of people who are also very knowledgeable about first edition AD&D. See, this isn't just a show you watch and then you run off and buy merch for, although we do have merch. This is something I want you guys to enjoy. This started out as a here's how to play first edition, and it still is. So please feel free to ask. Vaughn asks where our cleric is. Your intrepid cleric. I want to know where my pointer is. Where did that go? I think it's on the other side of the room. Anyway, your intrepid cleric is currently paralyzed in the middle of the room. He's got that French lamp-looking mace sticking out there to the left. So, all right. So let us roll that bite attack. And that, oh, whoops, should actually roll 2 hit before I roll any kind of damage. That will miss. The Ghast will do his claw routine and then a bite routine on you. Let's see. Now Ghasts are a bit hardier. They're the ghouls who actually leveled.
And they can paralyze me, so that's of concern.
Well, you're in luck because neither one of those claw attacks landed, but did the bite.
I don't think so.
16. Nope. Snap shut on your van brace and you just shove him backwards. Okay. That concludes the Ghast attacks. Let us get the counterattacks, and we'll begin with you, Sir Standard, as you are attempting to spear him.
All right, this is without math. 16 plus math will hit.
And that you're attacking a ghoul?
Which one looks the weakest at this point? As in most damage.
Well, I mean, the ghouls are, they're kind of yellow greenish, not the purple guy who came closer to hitting you. So
I don't remember which one I had stabbed previously. That's my point. I'm going for one that was stabbed previously.
Okay, well, we'll say you get one that you stabbed previously.
4 points of damage.
And that is enough to fell it. You ram it through, you hit something vital, and the ghoul falls to the floor. Mark, there is ample room for Grimsby. Is Grimsby firing or is Grimsby meleeing?
Meleeing, and if possible, hitting something from the side or behind to get some sort of bonus, but you tell me.
In this swirling mass, they can see you, so
okay.
Yeah, a sneak attack's not really on the menu.
Okay. With this roll, the bright purple one is a +1.
Okay.
I can roll this. 17 and 17. I think that might hit things.
If you are going for a ghoul, that almost absolutely does hit them. So were you aiming for a ghoul or for a ghast?
I was aiming at whatever I could.
You were aiming at whatever you could.
Probably a ghoul.
Yeah, probably a ghoul.
It was a ghoul. Okay. So yes, you tag a ghoul and
they medium sized?
Yes, it is human sized.
Okay, so 2d4, each one's a +1 dagger. So a total of 9 points.
A total of 9 points. Yeah, you incise it, you cut away at it, you flens it, and it drops to the floor, a corrupt mess.
I'll make sure to remind Vrug that's how it's done when he's no longer paralyzed.
Vrug's over there. Ah!
What's hilarious is like he can see. You're demonstrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please note, stab.
and you did. It's like perfect synchrony.
Yep.
Ghoul falls down. Okay. So there's a ghast remaining. The ghast hisses in anger and will try and take its rage out on one of you, knowing that all it has to do is tap a couple more people and he will eat like a king. So are you guys staying in the mix, continuing to fight?
I'll stab.
Yeah.
All right.
We're the only ones that can. that can.
Okay, let's roll initiative, please. And Mark, it is your turn.
Very well.
I got a 3.
I too got a 3.
Well,
So-
its claws go first, so it will try and grab a halfling this time.
My armor class is 3.
The 11 might possibly get you, but I am highly skeptical of that. Let's see.
I am an hors d'oeuvre to this.
That just
guy.
misses you. You kind of duck under, and it's also trying to bite you. The bite lands.
It just takes my head in its mouth and go pop.
Yeah, it basically it doesn't successfully like touch you to paralyze or injure you, but it grabs you and leans down, and yeah, it's like the tar zombie in Return of the Living Dead.
It's like that Goya painting where he's ripping the guys apart, chewing the guy.
Yeah.
More brains. Off. All right, so from the ghast bite, first of all, give me a saving throw versus paralysis. As
Oh
you
yeah,
yes.
You got
Actually,
bonuses.
I have a +4 on this total.
Yeah.
Yes, you
You have a +1 from the ring too.
Yeah, no, that is including the +1 with the ring. Oh, actually,
Nice.
no, I only have a +1 because I have a +3 because I'm a halfling for poison only. This is a
Oh,
+1. I
Hey,
hit
it's
the roll
still-
button and nothing happened. And I need a 13 and I got a 14. Yay!
You got a 14. Okay, all right. So yeah, that hurt to the tune of how many points?
It could still kill me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not paralyzed, but I'm dead.
well, you
That
got plenty
hurts
of
to
hit
the
points.
tune of 4 points of damage.
Okay, I'm still alive. Not happy.
Yeah. There is a bite taken out of your scalp like an apple. More brains. Okay. Counterattacks as you would, gentlemen.
Mark, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, again, the bright purple one is a +1. Wow.
Good Lord, you are on fire, my friend.
Yeah, so I'm going to hit them twice again.
Yep.
At a +2 total here. Only 6 points of damage to them.
Only 6 points of damage. Shickety.
Well,
Okay.
let's see if I can
Hold on,
help.
ask if people aren't getting nauseous. We actually rolled the saving throws last week for that, Vaughn. So fortunately, no.
So that's a 19, I believe, total to hit and 5 damage.
So 5 and 4, that's 9. Yeah, this thing is tough and leathery, and it staggers back under your blows. It's and it's had a taste of halfling, so it's coming back for more.
Question: How many? So how many guys? How many guys are here? We got the ghast, and
The
how many ghouls?
The ghouls are all dead. It is just the
Right.
ghast. There is a ghast in the ceiling and a ghoul in the
Right.
ceiling, but they have withdrawn. They are trying to get as far away as possible. You know, pounding on the walls. The holy symbol is still affecting them. So
Keep
It's
it up,
kind of
guys.
frozen.
You're
He's
being
probably
clutch.
frozen.
yeah.
Iran is like frozen with this holy symbol out. That's how he
Yep.
The holy symbol is held up, and they're horrified, man. They can't knock that thing down. So, Drew will ruminate on this. Sir Standard, I'm guessing you're stabbing again. Mobius providing a resting place for pigeons.
Yep.
Let's see. I don't have Kevin's character sheet in front of me, so I'm not sure if he would have any spells he'd be able to cast here. So let's go ahead and see.
Mobius is held as well.
Yes. Yes, like I said, he's a statue for pigeons right now.
Yeah, and Marius does have a ring of shooting stars that hasn't been used underground yet, I don't think. I don't know if that helps. I don't know what the powers are.
I thought he was held.
No, Marius is not held, but he did move up and use his ring of shooting stars and burn.
Oh, okay.
That's why you're facing as few ghouls as you're facing now.
He did some damage to them. He didn't kill any of them, but did some damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He could throw oil though.
All right. Well, that's what in this round he will start fishing in his pack for some oil. Okay. So next up, go ahead and roll initiative if you would, please, Doom Sword, for the party.
Come on, Dooms.
This is key. I want to see it. Oh dear. Well, look at it like this. He would have hit you first anyway.
I'm trying to look unappetizing.
Okay.
I stand by my standard of jumping up and down, screaming "Eat me" like the end of Men in Black.
All right. Well, let's see here. Yeah, a weedy elf is more to his liking than a halfling. Why start with dessert? Yeah. Neither one of those are going to hit, and his bite is equally ineffective. Gentlemen?
All right, Mark, go ahead.
Yep. Let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, that was God. The 20 hits. The other one probably will not.
Let me see.
I know. That would be an 11. Just 11 for a thief 3.
Just 11 for a thief 3. Oh, yeah. I often forget about that. The 11 will not hit. The 20 obviously will.
Okay.
I do
so +1 on this. 3 points of damage.
Okay. You shank him. Feel free, Stir Standard.
Will do. I don't think an 11 total hits, does it?
From Fighter 3?
Yeah. That's like AC 8, maybe 7.
3. Yeah, that ain't gonna get it.
It'd be 6.
Oh, it would? Damn, that's better than I thought.
Yeah,
Thanks,
still not.
No, maybe you're right. Maybe
All right.
it'd be 7.
He's still throwing himself at you guys, and we're over to Duran. How about rolling initiative for us? Okay, your neighborhood magic user has got the oil out, and he is lighting it in this round. Actually,
good. He can hit one of the ghouls up in the alcove.
Okay.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay, I did not see it on my chart.
See, I might be in the wrong D-dice thing again. Somebody put it in chat.
Yeah,
Sure
I got you.
Thanks.
I accidentally rolled a die while Bill was giving his spiel.
Thank you kindly. You want me to roll it again, or?
No. I trust you when you say you rolled a 5. I do not believe for a second that you would have fudged the die roll. And I rolled a 3, so party advantage first. Missile fire goes first. He can't really see the ghouls that are up in the ceiling, so he's just going to lob this over into a group of 2 characters. Well, technically 4 characters, because there's, unmoving Vrug and unmoving Duran.
I thought he'd be able to at least hit the alcove.
So, okay. I'm sorry?
So I thought he'd be able to at least hit the alcove.
It's not an alcove. It's like a ledge above us.
Oh, I see.
All right. So I'm gesturing like you guys can see me on camera. All right. So let's see.
Well, sorry, Mark.
19. He absolutely hit something. Now let's do that percentage roll.
With any luck, it's going to be me.
36. It is not down low enough to act, or rather not up high enough to prang a party member. This ghoul's day just keeps getting worse because now he's on fire for 5 points of damage. He is screaming in pain.
Is that gas dead
Fantastic.
yet? Not yet.
No.
All right, Mark. Let's see what
Okay.
you can do.
Here we go. Let's see if I can press the right buttons. Purple dice, it's a +1. A 12 is not going to hit, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, miss.
Vaughn was asking how many ghouls and gas are there. There is 1 gas left, and it has attacked every time. Trust me, I'm aware they have the 3 attacks. No fear. All right, go ahead, Sir Standard.
Alrighty, let's have a look. See, so 1 + 3. Ew.
All right, that is going to miss. So let us.
That's
Someone is
atrocious.
turning.
I mean, something's turning. It might be my stomach.
Yeah.
Certainly ain't undead.
Yep.
That's okay. Once we kill this one, I'll use my ring of magic missile on the other one.
Oh, the ones above us.
the one up
Yeah.
the ceiling. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then maybe we can hole up in this room.
Okay. Let's roll initiative, and I think Mark it is. Wait, Mobius. Yeah. So Mark, it's your turn.
Not to be that guy, but you didn't attack for your ghoul yet. You're gassed.
Oh, that's right. So we'll do a bite.
Oh, I thought he won initiative. Oh,
No,
no,
he
that's
lost
right.
initiative.
We did, yeah.
So he misses his bite, and here's his 2 claw attacks. These are on Sir Standard, by the way. And they both miss. And I did roll a 6 for initiative. You know what? We're just gonna roll that again. Mark, roll initiative. I got a 2.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, one job.
I had 1 job. Yeah.
Brains.
Oh.
So he bites you and inflicts 8 points of damage.
Okay, I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Crunch as his teeth sink into your skull, and give me a saving throw versus paralysis.
Yeah, I'm now in single-digit hit points. What is do I get a bonus to my save? I do not that I know of. Oh God. Okay.
A ring or anything like that.
No, everybody. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you rear back and you're afraid to put your hand up there because you might be touching, glial matter. But let's see. And so he has a couple of claw attacks on you too.
My little gray cells, they are escaping.
But both of those miss.
Awesome.
Man,
Now
that fat save probably stopped a TPK.
Yeah.
No, I only have 3 hit points left, so we'll see about that.
Points of burning nation says 4.
I've got more hit points than you do, Sir Standard.
I think you have more hit points at full than I do at full.
No, I've only got 7.
6.
Okay, not by much then.
He's not looking good. So guys,
Okay, I'll try to hit him.
okay.
Yeah, by all means.
19 will hit.
19 absolutely hits.
+1 on this. 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Is it dead
Every
yet?
little bit helps.
Well, we'll see. Stab it with your
Jesus.
spear if you can.
How many hit dice do these things have?
4.
All of them.
Apparently, and you rolled max for those 4. Jesus Christ. All right, no, I miss.
Okay.
Shepherd of Judea.
Five and actually, I have a tool I can use. This one moment, please, and we can find out whether or not this actually hits the target. We have a lovely little.
Oh, what did you roll for? Rolling for splash.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be throwing oil again.
Nope. It worked so well the first time.
That's fair. Well, it takes every other turn to get ready, right? So.
Yeah. Well,
Has it been that? I guess it's been that long.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I can throw 2 Molotovs one every minute. Give me 1 second.
Come on. Yeah, it arcs over and smashes on the floor. Does not hit him. Okay, that was the end of the round. It is no longer beautifully on fire. Roll initiative, if you would, please. Doomsword. I got a 5. Already got a 4. Om nom nom. That is a 19.
That'll hit a -2.
I have a new plan.
What is your new?
It's called run.
You better not leave.
Find a new party.
All right.
Yeah, we're dead.
Done to Sir Standard.
We're dead.
All right. Are you at 0 or -1?
I don't know how much you do.
4 points.
Yeah, no, I'm at -1.
You're no okay. You're on the floor and bleeding out.
No one's gonna save me. It's fine.
Well, at this point, you have
One more chance.
Grimsby, you have your magic user, and your magic user's familiar.
Oh, because she's helpful right now.
She does some pretty good stuff.
She does, and she doesn't have. She has done nothing against these undead. Not a thing. Not
she
a
said
thing.
she didn't like them.
Okay, yes, I stand corrected.
Can I
Don't like them, Papa?
Yeah.
Let me try to hit this guy, if I may. Or
Okay.
actually, are you done, Bill?
Yeah. Well, he's got a. This all happens at the same time. It's not like they're attacks on a down person. It's all the same routine. So
Let's see if he hits me again. It'll be fun.
So these are not auto hits, and neither one of those hits.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Let's see if I can manage to do something.
You watch me crumble.
Yeah. Besides that, I could put you out of your misery.
You might have to.
14, 15.
15? I don't think so, but
You're what level thief?
3rd.
It's going to be AC 5.
Yeah.
That unfortunately is not gonna hit. Let's see.
Marius! Or Chauncey, help us.
Yeah, really.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee, whatever your name is.
Board
She
game,
said
get over here.
I'll call you
She
whatever
doesn't
you
like
want.
to be
Just sit in our
referred to.
butts.
The artist formerly known as Yancey.
She is casting continual light into its eyes. I'm not sure if that's going to save or not. Let's see. Saving throws. It does. Let's see. Come on. Saving throw matrices. That's what I want. It does not save. It is screaming in pain now, clawing at its face. It is blinded. It is fighting at -4. It is on fire, or well, it was on fire recently. And I know what it's doing in the next round. What is Grimsby doing in the next round?
Stupidly, Grimsby will try to hit it.
Okay. You will gain a +4 because it is getting the hell out of dodge.
Okay. Shall I just do the roll now?
Yes. That basically it is attempting to flee. It is attempting to completely flee in this round.
Okay. Blue die is a +4. Purple die is a +5. The 21 will hit.
Okay. Roll some damage.
5 points of damage.
That is enough to kill it.
Nice.
Turned back to Vroog. Vroog! That's how it's done.
Vroog just stares at you blankly.
Yes. He's stunned by my acumen. I will now attempt to patch up Sir Standard.
Okay. Yeah, you staunch the blood. Yancey is, or rather, Kevin's character is struggling to drag John back, and Vroog and just moving them back as quickly as he can, and shore up the door before the other ghouls are able to or other ghoul rather and Ghast are able to come down and come after you guys.
I have a potion of healing in my bag, Mark, if you want to give that to me.
Yeah. So we're at the ghoul room. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we can easily get back to the secret door. Not to go through it, but just to get back there. And if we want to hold up, there's a blank room that we found off to the other side.
That is correct. You did locate a second room that was, or another room that did not look like anything had been into it recently.
So first of all, after we get out of this room, I believe it has a door. Take one of my non-magical daggers and just jam it in the door to shut it.
Okay.
And I don't think Grimsby can actually help move people, but he'll do what he can.
Well, I went down in the negative, so I can't. Even with a potion, I couldn't return the consciousness.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
So right now we're gonna. Hopefully, I've stopped you bleeding.
Yeah.
And then we could drag you out, and then help you later.
Yeah, you are only down for 2 turns. That's 20 minutes. So, all right. It is a difficult, but or rather, it is a difficult task. But you are able to slowly but surely move the party back across. Although you do come to a bit of a problem. Let's see here. Look at the map. Oh, no, my mistake. I thought you guys were... My memory of the map was fuzzy. You guys are not across the pit that has the log.
When I looked at my map, I was like, we better not be there.
Yeah. No. All right. So it does take you a couple of turns. And right about then, Sir Standard, you are no longer in a coma. Mark, did Grimsby give the potion of healing to Sir Standard?
Grimsby was going to wait until we're back in that little blank room off to.
Okay.
So when we come in the secret door, off to the right, there's just a room that was blank. I was hoping to get us all back there. I think might be a good idea.
That is correct.
And because we can close that door, and then I'll give Sir Standard his healing potion.
Okay. So
and go through his pockets to see if there's anything else good in there while I'm at it. But yeah.
Well. Are you really attempting to pick pockets?
No, it's just for flavor. Just like moving through his pockets. Oh, look, here's the potion. What else has he got? Okay, whatever.
2 wands, a scroll, your mother's chest hair,
Yeah.
All right. So you basically get Grimsby like walks over to the hole in your head and just uncorks the potion bottle and puts it in. And for that, you gain 8 hit points back.
Okay, well, I'm back to... Right.
You are at the very least conscious now.
Yeah.
Good.
That's right. He was never paralyzed. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Correct. He was never ghoul paralyzed. Vroog and Mobius and John, however, I should say Vroog, Duran, and John.
They're going to need a minute.
They're going to need a while.
Yeah.
Ghoul and gas paralysis is a long time.
Yeah, we rolled last time and it was like almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are resting here then, correct?
Don't have a choice.
Yeah. Because not even Sir Standard can't even help us carry people, probably. He's mobile, but out of it. I think it's best if we rest here until we get some people back, and then we could go back to the shack. Sound like a plan?
It's the best we can do.
Okay.
Let's see.
Make the best of a bad situation, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so the first hour that you guys are holed up there, Let us see if anything untowards comes poking around.
And at least now you can go low.
I still have to survive getting out of this place.
Yeah, how much money did you need?
It doesn't matter. I took it out of your pocket already. No, I'm
That's fair. I was going to give it to you anyway. So
I think I need a little bit. I watched the last session. You were going to give me 1,000. I think I need. I think I might need a small amount more than that, but I'll recalculate later. I thought I had it calculated on this page.
That's our character small talk right there. How much did you need again?
Okay.
Racking up your bar tab.
There it is. Yeah.
I thought for sure I was dead.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
To be fair, I did not actually, and I hate to say this, I did not make my saving throw for the gas paralysis when I went down.
Ah.
I do have to, I'm going to be honest about that.
Okay, that's fine. You can make your paralysis roll now, and we can post ex facto it. You still heal. All right. You see?
So our small talk is cut down to. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yep. So you two will be down for a good couple of hours, and I missed Michael Dale's question. Let me see here.
Why do I imagine Grimsby like giving us like little tiny mustaches? He breaks out the Sharpie.
Michael Dale. I'm looking for Michael's question. Oh, how long does it okay, it is 3 to 24 turns. It is 3 to 24 turns for ghoul paralysis.
And I think that comes from Hamlet.
Yes.
The Hamlet module. That's where it's defined.
Yes. So yeah, you're down for a little over a couple of hours as far as paralysis goes, Sir Standard. The first hour that goes by, Yancey very quietly, as you guys are resting, mutters a spell. You feel protected. While you are in that situation, you hear a snuffling and a growling outside the door. But it comes no closer and eventually fades away. Later, during that same first hour, you hear many heavy footfalls and talk. Mark, you want to give me a listen roll?
Sure.
What's being said?
Okay. I think my hear noise is just 20%. Okay.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure what the voices are. They hotly debate things, but then you hear footfalls walking away. A couple of exceptionally lucky behind the screen rolls there. And trust me, I fudged nothing. And the second hour, you hear nothing. So everyone who is paralyzed is, you can slowly feel feeling coming back to you. So Vrug and Duran, you guys are now able to move. Sir Standard, you're up. You have been in a coma. John, likewise, is now able to move. He very wisely and quietly says, "My friends, I was devastated. The touch of the ghouls left me unable to help you. I could only watch in mute horror. I am weak. Please forgive me, my friends. That
happened to me too, John.
That good Sir Standard was laid low. Oh, it was like a waking nightmare."
Welcome to the adventure in life, my man.
No one want to say anything about how Grimsby saved all your asses?
Take the pain. Well, what I was going to say to Grimsby is this. Well done, Halfling. It's about you got a little blood on your knife. Now, we have a tradition amongst us warriors, right? Because you're a warrior now. I slap you on the shoulder. We eat the heart of the first enemy that we killed.
I'll make sure I kill something tasty. These aren't the right ones.
It ain't gonna hurt you.
The first one was a hobgoblin, I think, right?
Probably.
I'm looking
So
around
we'll
at the
find
party,
you a hobgoblin heart.
see
There's a
who's
huge
still
fan
injured,
Like,
specifically Sir Standard.
Hey, if you got a cure light wound still, go ahead and use it. Don't waste the staff.
Yeah, if he's still pretty badly injured, I'll cast Cure Lights on Sir Standard. How about anybody else looking around the party?
I'm
Assessing.
injured. I'm injured, but I think we should probably make our way out to our shack and hole up there because Sir Standard can't fight.
Yeah, but we better take care of my wounds before we go. There might be a welcoming party on the other end.
All right. Well, I got 2 Cure Light wounds left, so one for Sir Standard and one for Brug.
all right.
Whatever
D8.
you want to do, dude.
I will point out, if you guys do wish to continue dungeon adventuring, if Thane wants to run John, he's
5
just
for
a
Standard,
4th level fighting man. You may.
8 Brug. I don't know why the other one went.
That's up to you guys.
Are you cool with that while you get to bed rest? He's what? He's a fighter 4?
I believe so.
He has a fighter 4 and he has a strength of 17.
Yeah, he's AC. What was it? AC 4 with mail and shield, or was it AC 5?
I think you guys have gotten him down to AC 4, and
Correct.
He has slightly better than average hits, so we're going to call him 22 hit points.
All right. That still leaves the issue of getting Sir Standard out of here, unless you want him just to limp behind you.
Or stay here and don't be very.
Well, if I stay here, I guarantee you're going to come back to a dead elf, knowing the way this game works. But
That's true.
yeah, I could. I mean, officially, I could lay here, and a zombie's just going to come along and eat me. So, yeah. But could.
I'm fine either way. Doesn't matter to me.
And also to point out, just as a quick reminder, undead that have been successfully turned, but then the turn wears off, can be turned again. Someone was asking about what about the 2 remaining, the ghast and the 1 ghoul in the rafters. They haven't come looking for you guys, but it is certainly not outside of the realm that if you guys go back there, that Duran could turn them again.
Well, at the very least, you could leave me here and then go clear out that final ghoul and that final ghast. Oh, and that 1 ghast that I guess is critically injured. Because if you can clear them out, we could stay more permanently.
That's true.
Though I don't really see that room as being any safer than, the room we're currently in. But it's a little bigger. I guess we could seal both sides shut, and guards would be less likely to come into a room they know is filled with ghouls.
Mm. Yeah, I make sure that the party knows that I heard a bunch of footsteps and some talk, but I couldn't understand what the talk was while we were resting in here.
Yeah.
We know we're not alone down here, that's for sure.
Yep. So the idea of us at least cleaning out that room before retreating, that way next time we come in, we don't have to deal with the ghouls again.
Correct. What do you think? I can run John.
I agree.
I don't care.
Yep, sure.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that way the worst that we know about that we might have to deal with would be the orcs.
Why don't we just get Grimsby to shoot him through the holes in the door?
Roof.
Hey, Vince Sneddern. Welcome, Vince.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Oh,
so let's do that. Let's form up and go back to that ghoul room carefully. and try to get rid of the hopefully last ghoul and last ghast.
Okay, I will make good the dwarven forge. Is it? By the way, is it? Thane, I realize that it's might be a little difficult for you to see, but everyone else is that helpful having the forge out there at least for the ghoul encounter?
Certainly.
Okay.
You're fine, Bill.
Alrighty, let me get that arranged a little bit better here, guys. Hang on one moment.
Look at that, all business on top.
Nice job saving us. That was pretty hairy at the end.
Yeah, I am glad it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, see them clutch rolls at the beginning, I was like, oh, hell yeah. But I also knew that...
it's going to turn eventually.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Turn, yeah.
The dice went down.
Yeah, it was going to come home to roost,
It's the way it goes. The hope typically is to kill them before that happens.
Yeah.
Right. We had a tough run of paralysis there,
Yeah.
Well, that's initially when we got into that room, like, that's why I wanted to be the guy standing in the doorway. As boring as that is, you put me in front with a heal bot behind, and unless a ghast paralyzes me, I'm fine.
Right.
Just thought of the dumbest idea. Take Sir Standard and just use him as like a tower shield in front of us. Just
Pretty
hold
much.
him there. No, like,
that's not a bad idea. I can carry him.
Now when he's in a coma, just put him there.
Every so often you hear, ow,
Yeah.
ow.
Put one of his hands in his pocket and put his spear through the crook there and just like...
Yep. Put a small pneumatic actuator in.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not a useful angle at all. That is kind of the opposite of useful.
Put a little sprinkler motor in, so it's just like stab, 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 nee, stab, stab, stab.
We need to get holy water and spray guns.
Yeah, right.
Spray bottles like you do for a cat, but for undead.
Oh, there's a scene like that in From Dusk Till Dawn, where they find a hijacked load of super soakers in the bar that's run by the vampires, and they
I've seen that.
Harvey Keitel's priest character blesses a bunch of vats of water that they find to make holy water, and they fill the super soakers, and then bust out of the warehouse and attack the vampires with, and it's quite humorous. Hello,
Eat
Vincent.
your heart out, Strahd.
My oldest got a cat, and I learned the spray bottle trick. It works real well.
So there's Grimsby. There's John just next to Grimsby. You can see his head. Kind of back here is Vroog, Sir Standard. Now, is Sir Standard remaining back in the room, or is he kind of coming along with the party?
Well, my understanding is he's been downed and he's not really able to move, right?
No.
Or can he walk?
You've recovered from your coma. You have been brought to consciousness. What you can't do is fight and cast spells.
Cool. Can I wave a stick?
You mean like an old man with his cane? Yes.
No. Can I use a wand?
No.
Well, damn, that requires no effort whatsoever. Okay, that's fair. Well, all right. Yeah, he'll follow the party.
Yeah.
If only so he doesn't get murdered by a random encounter.
Okay. And all right, so you come to the door. It is as you left it. You can still see through broken out slats, but it's wedged. So what will you do? adventurers, what will you do?
Well, I tell you what, Rug, I bust in the door and you follow suit and we turn undead and we stab things. Does that work?
Yeah, that works. Stand
Oh.
aside. Watch carefully.
Sure. I don't know if a 5 with a strength of 17 opens the door.
It
Can we
does
take the
not.
dagger that I jammed the door shut?
Probably, yeah. That'll help.
Ugh, I miss as well.
What is
other
this not
dagger chunk?
halfling?
Letting the halfling try.
I'll try the door again.
Go ahead.
It always takes Root twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Smashes into splinters.
The door is nice and weak, and that pretty much collapses the door. It's ruined now. So, yeah, you have smashed the door open. Yes, Vince, these are the ghouls, the remaining ghoul and ghast from last week. They're not terribly surprised. There were holes in the door. They heard you guys coming. You know that they're in there. So they see y'all bust in the door. All right. So what's the first order of business? You can see the ghouls peering down from the lip of the rotted floor above you. So what's the plan?
Well, I started blasting and...
Yeah. Can we shoot them with the missile weapons, maybe?
What missile weapons do you have?
I've got a sling.
Offer a fire.
You can absolutely sling at them.
That's what
How far are they away?
Ceiling is about 10 feet up, so 10 or 11 feet, not very far at all. But then they're kind of also on the other side, so they can observe the door. So call it, I don't know, about 25 feet.
Yeah, I may as well. I'm gonna place my sword on the ground and ready my light crossbow.
Okay. All right. So Grimsby is slinging. Vrug is light crossbowing. Is John? John doesn't have a missile weapon.
He can throw fire.
Okay. Well, he will start preparing oil.
I'm going
to. I'm sorry.
Duran's gonna throw. Like, are there any holes in the bottom of the door? Would you say like it's a pretty holy door, right?
Well, the door is completely collapsed in now.
All right, so I'm gonna throw the snake serpent staff on the ground and turn it into a constrictor and send it in.
Okay. All right.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now I need to see. I need to see the effect. You're literally the first player, I think, in forever that's had one of those.
So it's on page 134.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got the better of the two snakes, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Python strikes as a +2 magic weapon and does 3 to 8 hit points of damage if it hits. If the cleric throws it, it has become a constrictor. Oh, okay. All right, so you're throwing it, and are you? It follows your command. Are you sending it after the ghast or the ghoul?
The gas.
Okay. Let's roll initiative, and we will just start at the top with a doom sword, please. Well, I got a 6.
Can I go ahead and re-roll?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, neither one of them would have beat, so never mind.
Yeah, if they elect to jump down and bite, let's see. Let me see here. Okay, the ghouls throw. Do you hear like a heavy crunch as the ghouls push something in a sack off the ledge, but they do not come down. They do not climb down. The ghast growls at you. Go away. Leave. Ah. Only wanted sweetbreads. So there is a
That lip
large
smacking
sack
made it so much
on the
worse.
floor.
Yeah, stop that. Stop.
I don't have the foam wind cover on it, so I can't do the ASMR yet fully, Mark, but soon.
What do you think?
No, we killed them. Are you stupid?
Well,
You killed him. I'll get the bag.
Well, they're
You
actually
can't lift that bag.
they're
I'll
actually was
try.
pushing the bag down, and I need to roll something real quick.
Remember, I'm playing John the fighter.
Yeah.
Yep.
So of course he wants to kill them. He's stupid.
Okay, so John, you're throwing oil. Dunes,
Yep.
you're firing your crossbow. All they did was push the bag down, make a 2-hit roll. The constrictor snake is crawling into the room.
AC3
AC3, that's a hit.
on the ghast,
Yes.
clearly.
Funk.
And I think that crossbow is what, 1d4 plus 1d4.
Yeah, D4.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Gygax did them dirty.
2.
Funk. Okay.
Grimsby was gonna. Oh, there you go.
Sploosh.
Okay.
Let's
So
roll
that was
splash
oil.
oil. Well,
All right.
maybe the splash will get him.
Uh, 6 feet to the left and does no damage.
Okie dokie.
Grimsby was gonna sling, but can he change it to pick up bag?
You are you gotta sling.
Okay, I'm slinging. Oh, that is a 19. I hit.
Is that
against
at the
ghast.
ghoul or at the
Ghast.
the gas?
Against the ghast, and this is a 2 to 5. So it is a 3 points of damage. Dunk.
All right, 3 points of damage, and Vrug had nailed it for how much?
2?
For 2. Okay.
Was it 2 or was it 3? I think it was 2.
3.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it was anyway. So now I got to see what the movement of a constrictor snake is. Did it get? I'm pretty sure it would have gotten there in this round. So you hear an angry hissing from up in the rafters as you see this like green shape coil over. It can attack in this round, but the ghoul and the ghast will both try and grapple with it. Let's see. So claw from the ghoul. And it is hit and takes 2 points and bite from the ghoul. It is missed and saving throw versus paralysis. Because it is a living creature. Now, this does not mean that it's destroyed. I'm just going to rule that it turns back into a staff and falls back to the floor. Unless there's something snake constrictor.
They should have a relatively good saving throw, I'd think.
Nice. Well, 6 hit dice. That actually
Yeah.
might make. Yeah, they have
Save us fighter 6, right?
fighter 6. Yeah.
We're
Paralysis.
9 hit points.
Yeah.
And I roll for that save.
9. It's a fail.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that was a 9. Oops.
So yeah, it clatters and falls down. Was there ever a game where the players all had an identity crisis and it No, I have never done that, Christopher. I can honestly say that. It is magical, it strikes at +2. This isn't exactly fudging. I'm going to say that it's not paralyzed, but the ghast still gets its attacks on it. The ghast still gets its attacks.
It applies its magical bonus on saves.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Neither one of those hits. It bites at it. It does hit it with a bite. It's very disappointed when it tastes like wood. It does 8 points of damage. And it does not save this time. It has a stick in its mouth and it just throws it to the floor with an angry
Bites
clatter.
it in half.
Ah!
It's a magic item. It does not successfully bite it in half. Tall Aaron says, can someone catch you up? You just got here. Well, it's Slay Pits of the Undercity. So,
We're fighting the same ghouls from last week.
And the week
exactly,
before.
the same ghouls from last week. My private Monday night game, the party just finished the big fight after 4 weeks in the giant steading, the giant party hall of giants. That is a lot of giants.
Whoa. You mean they didn't just burn the whole thing down?
They did not. No.
First party I know of, because that's the first thing every party I've ever seen does it. Just sets the whole thing on fire.
Well, it's said it states in the module, if they try and burn it down, it's not easy to do. The wood is very thick, very heavy, but also very, very damp, and it is damp conditions there. So, but anyway, so that finishes it. They are jumping down off of the ledge.
Okie dokie.
Or they're starting to scramble down off of the ledge in this next round. So look at declarations. Vrug, you firing crossbow again? Or are you moving into melee or what?
Yeah, I'm going to drop that crossbow, pick up my sword, and move into melee. There's no way. Is my estimation that if I were to take a charge, I'd be able to like hit them as they're coming down the wall, or will they be out of reach?
You can charge them in this round.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and charge that ghast.
Okay. All right, Mark. How about Grimsby?
Grimsby's going after the bag.
Okay.
Gonna try to drag it into the hallway.
Sir Standard playing John.
John will charge.
Ghast or Ghoul?
Vrug, which one you going for?
That would be the ghast.
Yeah, I don't know why I asked, because I'm going to charge the ghast anyway, and if it's dead, I just turn to the ghoul. So.
All right. And Mobius, how about Duran?
Well, soon my friend's running and I'm running behind him.
Okay. You're not charging, you're just moving in behind them?
Mm-hmm. I'll get to
okay. It goes before initiative, so go ahead and roll, Dooms.
That's AC 3.
That will hit.
For 8 points of damage.
All right, 8 points of damage. Okay, it did not like that. You hear a very satisfying crunch as some of its brittle bones do snap. So how about John's charge?
Sure. 9 plus 2 from charge is 11, plus whatever a 17 gets you for strength.
17. So that's 11, that's 12. Fighter 4.
Yeah, I don't think that'll do it.
Against a ghoul, it will. It absolutely.
Well, he was charging the ghast, but
he's charging the gas. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
you know, the thing kind of wiggles out from under. So Duran, you have moved up. I will move some figures in just so we can get a clearer image of what's going on.
Oh, that's right. My elf has a strength of 17. Okay. I should just be looking at that. That's easy.
Grimsby has moved in to grab the bag. Sir Standard, and watching from a safe distance away. You have Kevin's magic user and his lovely familiar. All right. So you guys charged them. They... It's now a new round. Oh yeah, they want none of this. They're not attempting to attack. They are just straight out fleeing from you. So in the new round, basically their round was skittering down the wall. You guys charged into them. New round, they just want the hell away from you. So any attacks on them will go at +4. But let's go ahead and roll initiative. And Mark, roll initiative, please.
Sure.
Oh, is Grimsby doing anything different now that you've recovered the bag?
Taking the bag to the hallway.
Okay, so Grimsby's moving back.
Yep. I rolled a 4.
They rolled a 4. Strike at them at +4. Anyone who wishes to strike at them.
This gives me a +8 for 22.
That is absolutely a hit. That is also a hit.
No.
I did 7 points of damage.
All right, and Duran?
And that was to the ghast.
Okay. Any bonuses on that for Duran?
+2, so it's 7.
Okay, yeah, with a decisive swing of his weapon, Duran steps in and smashes in the head of the ghast. The ghoul, on the other hand, turns and wrenches the door open and starts to lope down the hall.
We didn't say they could lope.
Well, that's the whole point of loping. You don't ask permission to lope.
But old honeydew.
All right, so yeah, he is headed north with no delay. Did have to stop and open the door, so he's slightly slowed down. New round. You guys see him sprinting up the hall. Sir Standard, what is John going to do?
He can't charge again, so and I take it I can't close that distance.
Let me see. I will let you know, because that's a fine question. Let's see. He's got kind of the staggering lope to him. So the hall actually turns sharply left. So we're going to slow him down a little bit. 1, 2. I mean, you can certainly go after him if you want.
Yeah, Duran's like, oh, no, you don't. And he goes charging after him.
Yeah, if I don't think I'm going to catch him, I've seen what happens to this party when they go charging around blind corners. I will tell my friends what ho, I will guard the rear and encourage Grimsby to emphatically go after him.
Ha!
Yeah, Grimsby still got a tender spot on his scalp with a ghoul teeth marks up there. All right. If no one is going after him right now, if no one declares they're following him, he does escape.
Pay attention.
I think Duran was going, right?
Yep, I was already out charging after him.
Duran was going.
All right.
Was he? I'm sorry. What's Duran's move?
Or is it
in your armor, he is moving at speed 9.
Yeah.
Right, that's about what I'd have. I assume the ghoul's faster than that, but I'll run down there with him. You know, I ain't gonna leave him on his own. So,
okay, Mark Grimsby is hanging back,
Counting the money. 1 for you, 1 for me, 2 for you, 2, 1, 2 for you, me, that sort of thing.
All right. Well, opening the bag, there are many hundreds of gold pieces in here, and there's little shards of glass and the remains of a fluid covering some of the coins.
Fantastic.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll initiative. And Mobius, I think it is your turn to roll initiative.
The ghouls were kind enough to ruin the potion.
Yeah.
Being a D6, actually.
Oh, sorry. Duh. What was I thinking?
4. Okay. You guys go bounding around the hallway, and you come out just in time to see the ghoul about 2/3 of the way across the plank in the middle of the room. He is goleming it. He has got his toes and fingers curled around, and he looks over his shoulder and hisses at you guys. So
Right. And we had crossed this plank before, right?
Mm-hmm.
yes, he continues to slowly shuffle across now that you guys are in sight of him, and he, let's see. You can still hear his flappy feet on the flagstones as he finishes crossing the log, leaps over, and turns right, and is continuing to flee.
What do you
So,
think,
I'm sorry?
I was just saying, what do you think, Brug?
I ain't going to cross that, not at any kind of speed.
Let's head back.
Whatever. That guy's a coward anyways. Brainless freaking fool.
All right. Back in the room. Just your quick roguish ability to sum up piles of coins. You know, you do that whole, let me mentally divide this into a grid. There should be this many coins kind of thing. Grimsby, I think maybe there's 400 or 500 coins there.
Too bad the party will be disappointed to hear there's only about 20 gold in this.
Yeah.
And one broke, and then there's a broken potion bottle.
Grimsby, why are you straining and struggling so much? I thought you said you hadn't found any treasure. Oh, no reason.
And I stick my hands in some sort of glue and then press them in the glass, and we go kumite.
Yeah. I feel like John's like sitting there watching, just like leaning.
Yeah.
Now, honorable halfling.
Good halfling, you must share that bounty with the rest of us.
Oh, I will. You get 1 coin, I get 1 coin.
Okay.
2 for you, 1, 2 for me.
It's funny, there's like an LED that's making a hotspot on Doomsword's preview image, and I thought I had a dead pixel on my monitor because I was like, oh man, well that's things. All right, so you reconvene in the ghoul room. The stink from the dead ghasts and the dead ghouls in here is absolutely rancid. It is unbelievably horrible. One ghoul has fled you. What are your intentions, adventurers?
I say we
Michael,
go back
they
to
also
the shack.
Ghouls, it's absolutely canon in AD&D.
I say we go back to the shack. Sir Standard needs to rest. Maybe I can finally get trading.
Yep.
Sounds good. Or sounds acceptable.
Let's get out of here.
It's all we got.
I tried to get you training last week.
Okay. So let's make a couple of rolls. Let's see. Did you guys encounter anything on your way out?
Those over.
Ooh, that was a scary roll. What does that cause to happen? Let's see.
We'll find
While
out.
you're on your way out.
2 to 10 what liches?
Mm-hmm.
No, demi liches, just the skulls all just floating down the hall. You know what the funny thing is? The demi lich. I will share a little information with you guys. There's not a demi lich in this module. I'm not giving away anything inadvertently to the players, but the demi lich is the ultimate. If you just leave it alone, everything's gonna be fine.
Yep.
Literally, if you walk into a demi lich lair and it starts making its ghost and trying to spook you, if you just stand there and don't do anything, it won't do anything to you. If you touch the skull or attack the dust wraith that it makes, then you're in trouble. Just leave it alone. Just like, I am a Sararak, I will drink your soul. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm just here to take your treasure.
Mhm.
do what you deem necessary. But yeah, just leave the demi-lich the hell alone and everything's gonna be just fine. All right, I rolled on the wrong table anyway. 2. As you guys are headed out. All right.
It's probably best to make a habit of not touching jeweled skulls in D&D anyway.
A jeweled skull that is just lying on a plinth in a dungeon, surrounded by the rotted remains of weapons and whatnot. Yeah. Should we?
That one's the fake, anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was the mummy lying on the divan. That's the problem.
All the other treasure we've tried to touch in this module has killed us. Why not this one?
Maybe if I lick it.
I do have to wonder how stupid Gygax thought players were, or truly how stupid players can be, but I've seen it get pretty bad, so...
I think it's how stupid players can be. That's the whole point of Doom of Horrors, is to test your player acumen, not what's necessarily on your character sheet. Okay, as you guys are rounding the corner, coming in through, or coming around the corner about 10 feet down, they're having to move in single file. There's a large number of orcs. It's about equidistant to the door.
How many is a large number?
You see a line stretching back. It goes. They're not terribly bunched up. You see at least like 8 orcs.
And we have to fight single file anyway.
One of them stops and examines you and say, "Who go there? Who you?"
I'm Vrug.
You are Vrug? You have permission to be here, Vrug?
Of course I do.
He turns around and yammers. There's a orc, and he's got like a cloak, a heavy looking mace hanging on his belt. He comes up, pats that one on the shoulder, kind of shuffles forward. He doesn't exactly cover the distance and say, "You know passwords?" in Orcish to you.
I know passwords in Orcish back.
What old one-eye name?
Groomsh.
Ah, yes. Now with your charisma, what is your charisma bonus to orcs?
Yeah, well, it puts it at something almost halfway decent. It sticks it at an 8.
It sticks it in it. So it doesn't really alter it.
Your muscles or something.
Yeah. Rug who know passwords. You know, old one eye. And he opens up his palm and he's got like a scar, like an eye carved in his palm. You know, name of one eye. What you do here? You patrol for big bosses in temple?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. Hey, points back towards the back of the party. That a leaf ear?
He's a slave.
Hmm.
And he's
No.
mine.
Not in slave cloths. That's like warrior.
Yeah, you feel like undressing him? You know what they say about elves. They gotta, they're not necessarily big.
Very Klingon humor moment. Very well. Be sure not to catch any bugs. Big derisive peal of laughter, and the orcs like, where you go? You go back that way or you go outside?
I go where I please. Who are you to tell me otherwise?
I am Bisma. I am patrol leader. I work for the big bosses. I work for the old bitch in temple. I say. He walks up. He's kind of doing the chest bump thing at you. I say, who go where?
Then why did you ask?
Ah, get out of sight! I will report you. I will know your name, Vrug.
Yes, you will. Report this. We'll leave.
Okay.
Graves is going to look very small.
Yeah, they're staring hatefully at you guys now.
I was going. That works. Yeah.
You hear like swords being drawn and everything, and you guys are on the way out. Mark, give me a listen roll, a hear noises roll, please.
Will do.
And I apologize, guys. I just remembered my module is just lying.
I will
Seven,
say. Go ahead.
Don't hear a damn thing.
Okay. I'm sorry. Please continue.
John is going to shuffle to the back of the party in case we get jumped from behind.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna give a slight percentage chance here. Yeah, they don't recognize John at all. Not seemingly concerned that you guys are leaving through a trapped secret door. You guys head out.
All right, we'll make the way back to the shack.
Okay.
Did they fix the trap?
No, I destroyed that.
Well, that's why. Well, he said trapped secret door, and that's why I'm like, did they fix it?
Third time.
First wild trap secret.
It'd be
door.
hilarious. It'd be hilarious that Vrug would hit it again.
Yeah, well, it springs outward, so I'd open the door and it would just slap out, and if I seen it, I would destroy it again. Every time I would destroy that.
If you guys approach from this side, you would very clearly see it bent back and the ropes tying it off and everything. You'd have to go through extraordinary measures to get hit by it at that point. Not mind you that I haven't had a party do just that. I'm going to walk onto the other side of the board. What do you mean the other side of the board? The player proceeded to draw me a quick and dirty sketch of where he was going and pulling the rope. And I was just like, Sean, are you sure? Yeah. Because such an obvious trap would not be like that. Clearly the board was going to spring the other way somehow.
Watch too many Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yeah.
It has Acme written on the side of it.
Yeah.
He went in against the dungeon master when death was on the line. Alan asked if there was a charisma modifier on that reaction. Now, if it had been Sir Standard, Mobius, Grimsby, or even John, there might have been potential negatives. As Vrug is a half-orc, he does get bonuses when dealing with orcs. However, his natural charisma is low, so his bonuses just raise it to the point where they're neither disgusted or angry. So it's just straight dice at that point. So hypothetically, yes, but they did recognize him as a half-orc, and their initial reaction score was still high enough that they were skeptical but favorable, hence the Q&A. All right, so you guys make it through town, and let's see if you have any fun encounters on the way there, back to your hovel. Look at that.
Another patrol.
Well, we would hope not.
I think Bill has one of those D6 that's just all ones.
Yep.
1d6 minus 6. Or minus 5 rather. And I can always find this section just by looking for certain keywords. Yeah, when you guys get into the slums section, which are much closer to the city wall, you know, you've got a good like mile and a half walk back down to that section. It's at this point, it's nearing dawn, so you actually pass some laborers going about their business. You know, they're like everything in the city. They're shabby and disheveled looking, but they have, you know, they have aprons with tools on them and so forth, and they regard you all and like lords and carry on about their business. But you are now back to your shed.
Fantastic. Splitting this cash, there's 400 gold. Should we just do the 4 of us or the 5 with Marius, I guess?
Yeah, and we got John.
Yeah, let's do the 5. John wasn't taking treasure as far as I was aware. He was just content to...
Well, I mean, he's a henchman.
Not really. He's just working with us at the moment.
So that's
All right.
if I did that right, it's 80 coin each.
Okie dokie.
Yep. And Sir Standard, if you'll give Grimsby about 1,000.
Yeah.
What Grimsby wants to do next after he rests up is see if he can make some contacts with the local guild.
Finding a thieves guild in Highport is about like finding a Sears and Roebuck store in Chicago in the 1970s. It is ridiculously easy. Like you go into a bar and cough, and like half of the people in there look at you and raise an eyebrow, waiting for you to finish that thieves' can't phrase you just started, right? So yeah, there's a surly looking half orc that you meet, and he regards you for a moment. You're looking for something rattling?
I'm looking for some training.
All right. He puts a muddied boot up on the table in front of you. I mean, you know, he raises his leg and puts it up there. It isn't just like out of his pack. Shine my shoes. Ha, 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 ha. I'll train you to be a shoe shine boy.
Take out the dagger. Slice his laces straight off.
Okay. His face purples and he draws a short sword, and there is a female half orc and she just straight up draws a dagger and holds it under your chin. Pick your words wisely, Rattling. They'll be your last.
He said clean his boots. I thought he wanted to get the laces done. I don't need training in this fighting crap. If you're fighters and you're trained fighters, then I'm sorry, can't do business with you.
So it's that you're looking for, is it?
Yeah,
Well.
a little finer work.
She glances around. No one has paid attention to this. This is that kind of place. Come with me. She gestures towards the door.
After you, ma'am.
She grabs you by the scruff of the neck and shoves you forward out the door.
Fair enough.
Okay. In short order, you're introduced to the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
and the local boss is he is either an exceptionally handsome half orc or just kind of a mid human. He's a half orc 9, but like a human 5.5. And once you kind of begin the exchange, and they're like, who are you robbing? You know you owe us 10% of your take, right?
Sure. I know now. Thank you. I'm just stopping by town. This is a good place for me to stop. I'll stay out of trouble, but I need a little practice. I need a little training.
All right. They agree to train you.
Okay.
And train you shall. So roll your D6 for hit point gain.
Yeah,
now,
how much is it going to cost me? How much are they charging me? I'm at level 3.
You are going from 3rd level to 4th?
Yeah.
So 4,500.
Yeah, I can afford that. I unfortunately take off one of my rings and give it to them. It's a ring worth 1,400 gold pieces. Not any of the magical rings.
You just said one. Roll randomly.
2 points. Poop. So I have 9 points. I still haven't broken double digits yet.
Yeah. The being a halfling and most of them being humans and half orcs, any hit points you would any fighting ability you would have gotten is mostly dodging ability.
Yeah.
You have like after you've done the okay, we're gonna walk across this floor without making a sound. Pick the pocket of this dummy without slicing your fingers on the razor blades we have stuffed in his pocket. When they get to the fighting part, it's literally that woman half orc and that male half orc beating you with planks with nails in them.
Yep.
Like the last 2 days, your thief fighting is running around the training room trying not to be hit by a tetanus board.
Hell, I could have done that.
I know. Okay, I think that's it for Grimsby. I just need to update different various points on my page here, but nothing.
Okay.
My hits don't go up. None of my saves go up. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's basically just your skills get a slight nudge.
Yep.
Which, I mean, hey, that can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I was hoping for better hit points, but whatever.
Okay, so those of you who have rested, after 5 days, you're all pretty much healed up. Duran, has Mobius been using? Mobius, has Duran been using any create food and drink spells?
Well, as soon as I could get that spell back, I used all those spells when we were in the dungeon, so I would have had to get some rest for a little bit.
Well, I mean, this is over days. This is over.
Oh yeah.
The reason
we're not starving. No.
Yeah, you got like 16 people here,
and rations suck.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we did take care of rations for people as well for a while.
All right. So yeah, you're able to summon up, many of these people have never seen great food and drink before. So yeah, when bowls of a sort of a clear, rich and hearty draft and loaves of perfectly baked bread with your God's holy symbol in the top appear in front of them, they're like the Ewoks. Oh. So you might have some converts to your religion there. But yeah, you're able to keep them fed. Now, are you guys just staying put? You're not going back out. You're waiting on Grimsby to return.
Well, how much? Because I know other people can level. So if we can get somebody else to level while Grimsby is great. So let's stick to that plan.
Well, we already came to the conclusion we didn't have enough money, but maybe Darius? No?
I mean, if we can pull enough money together.
Did Marius go up previously? I need 1,200, and that liquidates me.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, Marius got a crap ton of magic items last time when you guys divided that up. I am
Correct.
almost certain
I'm
he's
pretty
got
sure
a-
you can go.
As the player isn't here, we will do that as in the interim, but between this week and next. So while this is going on, once you guys decide whether or not you've got enough money, we'll make the decision off camera.
Yeah, we should at least be able to afford his level up.
Well, whoever, whether yours or his, because you can level up too, can't you?
Yeah.
Well, what? How much money do you need? Because let's just worry about those who we can worry about right now.
Thought it was around
Because it's going to be a long time before he
18
maxes out.
for. It was 10. It was over 10,000, anyways.
Over 10,000 for you to level. It's 1,500 per level.
15
Per the level that you're at now, not the level.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was 7,500. Sorry.
Wow, you're a 6th level cleric.
Well, I'll be 5th going into 5th.
Yes.
Right, so
So that's
6,000.
4.
It's
Yeah.
4 times 15.
All
yeah.
right.
So okay.
How much do you have?
I have 830 gold. 841 gold pieces, 128 silver, smattering of platinum.
We were all given 1,000 silver or 1,000 gold last session.
Yeah.
So where'd that go?
Oh no, I have 1,300 gold pieces. Yeah, there's that. We got 1219 last time. It's in a box. I just didn't put it in my actual spot. Yeah, I have 1,300. I'm a smattering of change.
I'm 1,202 gold pieces from being able to afford training.
I think we should get Frug up then. If you're close enough to afford it.
Yeah,
I can
I'd
give you-
have to borrow 1,200 from somebody.
I can give you 5.
Yeah, I can give you a. I only need the 6. So I can give you another 5.
I'll tell you what. If he needs 1,200,
Yeah, I'll give you my 15 platinum, and that should do you almost.
let's see. Well, because it's 5 gold to a platinum, right? So all right. Yeah, Vrug, I'll give you 5, and then that still leaves you with 7 to scrounge for, right?
Yeah, 702.
All right. Can we get Vrug that much?
Grimsby can get Vrug 100.
All right.
So
So
that would leave 602.
oh hell, I can cover the 2. Shit.
Oh, I got 250 gold pieces and gems.
Oh, well, there
It's
you
off,
go.
it's off to the side here. Here you go. Pour it in his hand.
That still leaves 350.
Some bitch.
So yeah, haul out that 350 in coinage there, priest.
If I have to sell a scroll.
No, you just hand him a coinage.
Oh, okay.
You got coins.
I thought we were going to level me up too, but yeah, here you go.
Nah, I can't level you up too. I don't think. Not unless we sell a magic item.
Yeah, you're pretty far away, but I mean, I'll repay the favor with whatever I get. You know,
Yeah, here you
I mean,
go.
obviously, I'll pay back the debts.
Right
I
back.
think you were at least like 4,000 away.
From
At
what?
least
I think.
being able to
yeah.
afford it.
Mm.
Being able to
Right.
afford it. Right. That's because that's the big thing is can you afford it?
I
Right.
thought you just said it was 6,000.
Yeah, yours was 6, and you only had like 2,000 if you scraped every penny you had together, right?
Oh no! After we got that other. Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah. And we can't scrape together 4,000, but we can scrape together 1,200 for Dooms.
Yep.
You know?
Here you go.
So
I appreciate it, guys. I'll try to go find a fighter trainer. Look around, watch other mercenaries around the area, and
Also easy to do. And again, you have, as Mark has, played your character with excellent acumen. I have no complaints. So we are going to put you down as excellent, and that is going to be we'll just call it a week's training. Now, there was a question Michael Mertig asked in first edition: can you use gold to add magical abilities to weapons and armor? Like, not directly. You can't just chase them with gold and say, "Hey, pal, it's magical." You can have magic weapons and armor commission for lots and lots and lots of gold, but you can't really, at least not by the book, not by the book. So, Dooms, you want to go ahead and roll your hit points there? See how many you get back? Or do you want me to do it?
No, I'll do it. I mean, I may as well.
Fingers crossed, buddy.
Yeah, no joke. Because I got to give up everything for this roll. Come on. All right.
9.
That's 12.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right, so I hand over 100 gold pieces worth of black gems, 100 gold pieces worth of red gems, a 1,400 gold piece ring with a black gem that I really liked, and every single piece of coin that I have.
Okay, I want to answer a couple of questions because we're running out of time, and this is a good time to answer questions. Michael Mertig says, "Can you have a sword blast?" You can use enchant an item. Permanency does not. Permanency is a separate spell. So you can have a weapon, a +1 weapon made, but its magic will fade over time without permanency. Jolly Gaming asks if AD&D has multi-classing. Absolutely. Just ask, and I can tell you the combinations you can get. And it has dual classing, which is a different mechanic.
now, can I sell my wand of paralyzation here?
Yes, but I would prefer to role play it out. We're kind of getting on time this evening. So yes, we will do that next Tuesday. Does that sound cromulent to gentlemen?
Yeah.
And the last question I'll answer for the night is Jolly Gaming asks what dual classing is. Dual classing is available to humans, and a human essentially they have to have very high stats in the primary class, the class that they start in. They level that up to as high as 8th level, and then they start off in a new class as the class they wish to switch to. They must function in that new class without mixing any of the abilities of the old class until they reach a commensurate level. So let's say you want to level up to 5 as a fighter and then switch to magic user. After you reach the 5th level as a magic user, you may then fight with a sword, so on and etc. But from that point, when you leave off, you start as in first level of the new class. You do, however, keep your old hit points. So you could basically start with a brawny thewed magic user. So, and I rather like dual classing. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, that is where we will call it for this evening. I want to thank all of my players for being here. It was certainly touch and go. Grimsby saving the day.
Saved our bacon.
Absolutely. So thank you, of course, to Doomsword, to Mark, to Thane Kyle, and to Mobius. And we hope that Kevin can make it back next week. I will not be in the house tomorrow night, guys. I might do a late night stream when things finally stop spinning after about 10:30 or 11 tomorrow. We'll have to see. However, I will be here back in the studio on Thursday when we will have Pat Kilbane, creator of the documentary The Dreams in Gary's Basement. That Pat Kilbane will be here, and I am so excited to talk to him. And maybe we'll have another guest pop in at the same time, but we'll have to see. So again, thank you to all of my players for being here. Thank you to all my audience for being here. Thane, Kyle, thank you so much for the super earlier. I appreciate that. That was rather awesome of you. And regardless of whether you super chat or not, please do share this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, tell me what you liked about it, and I'll do more of it. But until then, guys, keep your eyes peeled for them owl bears. Peace.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take